Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. Today is Monday, November 4th, 2024, and it is the day B for instrumentals. It's day 4. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, go ahead and take a seat. I am so happy that you guys are here in school. I love the fact that, last week was kind of a crazy week with school families, Red Ribbon Week, Halloween, and Trick or Treat for those of you guys to celebrate. And then you had the weekend. Well, now it's a brand new week and you guys still showed up. It means the world to me. It means the world to your teachers and the staff. And I really can't wait to kick off this day and this week. Now, in order for all 440 some students to get along, to work together, to be collaborative and cooperative, to, be interested and have fun together, we've got 3 expectations here at the school. You already know what they are. Number 1, be respectful to yourself as well as to others. At the end of today, before we get into Tuesday, we have the nighttime. And before you go to bed, you might think about how your day went. And as you go through thinking about the decisions you made and the experiences you've had, my hope is that when you came to remembering those moments when you had to make a decision, that you're proud of the decisions you made. Perhaps you had the chance to make somebody's day feel worse. Perhaps you had a chance to have fun, but really at somebody else's expense. Or perhaps you could have been not respectful to the environment, and yet you made the right decision. I hope that in making the right decisions, you realize you're helping other people, but you're also helping yourself. And at the end of the day, you should feel proud of yourself. So when we talk about respect, I mean, be respectful to your teachers. Listen to him or her. Listen to the ladies in the cafeteria. There are times when they're asking you to bring the volume down, to pick up your trash. Yeah, those are things you ought to be doing, but if you forget, the ladies are there to ask you to do the right thing. My encouragement to you is to do the right thing. Okay? Yeah, be respectful to others. Be respectful to the environment, right? Just as we were talking about in the cafeteria. Yes, even in the bathroom when nobody else is looking. What are you going to do when you have the chance to do the wrong thing or the right thing? But most importantly, respect yourself. Because I truly believe if you respect yourself and you do things that would make you proud, everything else will fall in line. You will automatically be respectful to your teachers. You'll be respectful to the environment. Number 2, show that you are responsible. Responsible with yourself, right? With your hands, with your feet, the words that come out of your mouth. Most importantly, how you think. Because if you think in respectful and responsible and loving and caring and encouraging ways, if your brain thinks that way, you will act that way. It's just how the control panel in your brain works. So my encouragement to you is to take care of the one thing I can't see, which is your brain. Think in positive ways. Now, look, I'm not saying that your days or even parts of your life aren't difficult. It can be difficult. They can all be very difficult. But you could give up, or you could say, I'm going to chip away at it. I'm going to work one step at a time towards success, right? That success may not be immediate, but if you keep working at it with that growth mindset I know many of your teachers talk about, then you can employ the power of yet. You are not there yet, but if you keep trying, you'll get there. That's responsibility. That's taking responsibility of your life and your actions. The other part about responsibility is taking responsibility for other people. Being responsible to your bus driver and letting him or her drive safely without distraction, right? Being responsible for your friends and taking care of them. Being responsible for other people in your class who may not be your friends, but as I've mentioned to some 4th grade boys, how do you make them feel like they belong still? How do you make sure every teammate feels like they're part of the team? And then the other part, too, about being responsible that I haven't talked about as much, but I feel like I should, is being responsible with your words. Yes, of course, I mean like being kind and encouraging, but when you promise you'll do something, work at all costs to make sure you are a man or a lady of your word, that you follow through with your promises. And number 3, be ready. Be ready to be the best version of yourself. I've put up the the images of the wolves, the two wolves. You've got to choose which wolf do you want to feed. The wolf that is kind and encouraging, hopefully. And yes, the wolf that is upset and angry and wants to blame the world. That wolf still exists in you. I had to deal with that when my Penn State Nittany Lions lost. I was really upset at the TV. And the angry wolf that wanted to say unkind things was really, really getting big. And I had to pause and step back and say, no, I've got to, it's just a game, right? And I may be Penn State may be my rooting interest, but it's just a game. And so I kept feeding the kind and encouraging wolf so that I wouldn't get so upset. So yeah, Mr. Lin has to deal with it. And if I have to deal with it, I guarantee you your teachers and the staff all have to deal with it. And if they have to deal with it, you also have to deal with it. So let's combine respect, responsibility, and readiness to the topic that we've been talking about in the last few morning announcements, and that's on the bus. So in this next video, you'll see that there are 10 general reminders about riding the bus that I think applies to all of you and even me if I were to ride the bus. So enjoy. I'll see you on the flip side.
Around 25 million of us students ride the bus to and from school. That's a lot. School buses are the safest way to get to school. But here are 10 things we can do to be even safer in and around buses. Try to arrive at the bus stop at least 5 minutes early. Rushing around increases our chances of getting hurt. Stay back from the road or curb while waiting, at least 6 feet, which is around 3 giant steps. When the bus arrives, make eye contact with the bus driver and wait for them to let you know it's safe to approach the bus. Look both ways. If you have to walk in front of the bus to get on, be sure to stay 10 feet away so the bus driver can see you. 10 feet is like 5 giant steps. If you drop something near the bus, don't pick it up. Tell the bus driver. This happened to me one time. I dropped the helmet from my action figure in our ditch. When you get on or off the bus, wait until it's fully stopped and the doors open. Don't approach or stand up before then. Use the handrail when getting on and off the bus and secure loose items so you don't get caught, especially in the bus doors. Loose items could include book bag straps and drawstrings on your hood. Never walk behind a school bus. Buses are big, so it's hard for the driver to see all the way around them. When you're on the bus, it's important not to distract the bus driver. Stay in your seat, keep your head, arms, and belongings inside the bus windows, and talk quietly. Keep your stuff out of the aisles. This allows the bus driver to see better behind the bus. If seatbelts are available, just like anywhere else, buckle up. If you have any questions, ask an adult. Let's have a great and safe school year.
The bus is coming.
Okay, Mom, I'll be right there.
And there you have it, right? Those 10 reminders, when it is all boiled down, comes down to respect, responsibility, and readiness. What do you get in return? Well, you get an enjoyable ride. But not only you, but the friends around you also get an enjoyable ride. And it's also safe because your bus driver isn't distracted. Okay, so that's what I want you to think about when you get on and off of the bus, when you're at the bus stop. What are you going to do that is respectful, responsible, and ready? All right, I'm going to leave you with this. I love you. I care about you. I'm here to encourage you. Go ahead and spread that message to other people. I have been really privileged as I look on the camera, as I walk through the hallways, when I peer in through the windows. I've seen a lot of you doing loving and caring and encouraging things. And sometimes you don't even realize you're doing it. And I love that because then you're not doing it because you know I'm around. I know you're not doing it just because you want your teacher to tell you that you did a great job. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do. So I want you to find really creative ways to show love today and care. And who in this world can you encourage that you haven't been doing so before? All right? Okay, I can't wait to see you guys around. Have an awesome day. And as always, I like you just the way you are.